Well, once you stop doing something, it's hard to start again. Because kind of like the natural law of energy, something gains momentum, right? When you're doing something, the more you're doing it, the more you're used to it, you form habits around it, and this energy creates momentum. And so when you stop doing something, you stop all that momentum, you form different habits, and it's hard to start that engine back up. However, like many things in life, you can. You can get back on the horse, so to speak. But, it's going to be a little bit different because the other part of life is time is always going forward, and time is like a river. You can never touch the same spot twice. As an example, you go to high school and you leave high school for a couple years and you come back to high school. Yes, some things may still be exactly the same, but you're in a different place mentally and through your life experiences. And so what I would share with you is, can you go back to doing something and will it be the same? And specifically in this video, I'm going to talk about when you have once lived in your car, then you get out of that and you think about going back to live in your car full time. Because that's kind of where I'm at. I have lived in my car for the past 4 years full time. And for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been staying at a hotel because I've kind of got to my major goal on why I started to live in my car, which was to relocate from New Jersey to Florida, cut my bills in half, and find a place that I liked in Florida. And I'm kind of have done that, and I'm thinking about, what sense does it make to stay on the road if I'm really not inspired to constantly be on the road for no reason? Not because I don't like the nomad life. In many regards, I like the nomad life over the conforming life, even when I have found the place I'm inspired with the most. Why? Well, I like no maintenance, I like no entanglements, I like absolute freedom. But the problem with the full-time nomad life over time, over years, not months, is that I found that my day could be inefficient. I'm wasting time moving around to find resources when I could be using that time for something else. And so while it's fun, exciting, exhilarating, and it kind of wears me out, so I'm tired at the end of each day and I've used all my senses, I fully engaged the day, I've also burnt up a lot of energy doing basic things like going to the gym to the shower, going to the park to work, going to the store to get food every day. I'm doing these things that I could have more conveniently so I could be more efficient in what I'm trying to accomplish. So, the problem is, now I've been off the road for like 2 weeks and it takes 27 days to form a habit. So in a couple weeks, by the time I'm ready to check out, I will have formed the habit, of living in a hotel and living that conforming life. So I'll have to readjust if I go back living in my car, which I believe I can. 1 month to me is nothing. But I think that when I go back in a car, I think if you ever go through this, and you could just give the example of changing from one lifestyle to another. But in this video, I'm talking about you go from living in your car, living in an apartment, then back to living in your car. You can do it, but your mind's not going to be the same. Why? Certainly because you've experienced different luxuries. But again, I go back to, it's like, because, you were once in high school, then you graduated, you can go back, but you're in a different place because time is like a river. You can never touch the same spot twice. So even though you can do something, you're not going to have the same energy, the same mindset, the same desires because you're different. Time changes us no matter what. For the better or the worse, depending on your perspective and the effort you put into evolving. See, many people have a problem with evolving. They are Al Bundy, which was a TV character on a show called Married with Children, where he was like a middle-aged guy who kept always talking about his high school football years, and he couldn't move on and evolve, and so he got stuck in this mediocre job because his mind was not engaged on evolving. His mind was engaged on being what he once was. So it's like, you can get your mind that you're a nomad, right? But that time of your life may pass, and then for you to be something else is almost like Well, I'm this high school football star. That's who I am. That's my identity. I can't be something else. You could be whatever you want. You could be a nomad. You can be a mansion owner. You could work at Walmart, then you can work at Wall Street. You can do whatever you want. Never be scared to evolve, to grow, and to leave people behind, because anyone that you have to leave behind is dragging you, because good people, good friends, good family, they want you to be the best person you can be and evolve. But all that being said, again, I still like the nomad life. I like minimalism. I think I will always take minimalism and living below your means as a foundational principle in my life. Just like I've taken spirituality as a foundation in my life. I've evolved past some religion aspects of faith, and that caused problems with some people I knew in church because they couldn't or they didn't. And so I could go back to church, but I'm not in the same mindset that I was when I was in church. I've evolved. And same thing with the nomad life. I could go back and I may, I don't know. But it's like, it is. But I always knew I had a concern because I knew life. I said, I'm going to stay on the road full time until I'm kind of at the point where I want to be. Because I do know that, look, once you get a little bit comfortable or get more conveniences, it doesn't make sense. It's not that you're lazy per se. It's that it doesn't make sense, And to be honest with you, that's kind of why I did the hotel, because I'm sitting here and I'm running around and I'm taking more risk than I'm getting rewarded. And I say, Sam, the risk-reward ratio for living in your car at this point, it's not worth it. So, now look, staying in a hotel long-term is not worth it. Buying something could be worth it, but, I like the lack of entanglement. So I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm in no rush. I could take my time because I'm on my dime. Always remember that, guys. I don't care how much your audience, your friends, your family want to see you do something. When you're doing something that's going to cost you money and it's going to change your life, you take your damn time. And if anyone don't like it, they're like the people who don't want to see you evolve. They just want you to entertain them. Screw them. But the message in this video is, once you do something, then you stop doing something. You can go back, but time has changed you because time always changes you. So don't be scared to evolve. At the same time, don't limit yourself, but this is just some food for thought through my actual life experience. Hopefully it helps you in some way. Thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, click the blue join button. Thank you to all my members. Click the thumbs up. Check out my playlist with thousands of free videos talking about things like this and a variety of topics I've shared through my experiences. Thank you again for watching. Keep showing up. Keep making videos in advance. Keep being consistent. Why? Because it builds over time. Yes, you build some haters, but you build more supporters. And in life, you just try to put yourself in a position where there's more positive than negative. Thank you.